Hello, and welcome to the Iron Spoon Kitchen, where today the Iron Spoon is in a bowl full of mint leaves, right next to a bowl full of 2 pounds of ground beef, which means we're making Greek meatballs today. Now I know ordinarily a lot of times you use lamb when making Greek meatballs, but I decided to go with beef because that seems to be what the people like that I'm cooking for prefer. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to set this to the side, and I've got a half cup of mint here that I'm going to chop up. And I thought I'd show you how to do that because sometimes this sort of thing takes a little bit of skill, and I have a little bit of skill. So come on over here a little closer, you can see what I'm doing. Hey, before we get to chopping up the mint, here are our ingredients. We have 6 green onions that have been minced, 2 tablespoons of dried oregano, 5 garlic cloves minced, 1 tablespoon of grated lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons ground coriander, 1.5 teaspoons of pepper, 1.25 teaspoons of salt, and about a cup or 20 saltine crackers and a half cup of milk to make our panade. I've got the mint right here, and when you have to chop up this much, this is, as I said, a half cup of fresh mint leaves. Now you can use dried mint leaves, but this is the way you kind of bundle it all together and then start chopping. Now we're going to mince this, so I'm going to go, this is going to be the first rough cut. Get that in there without getting my digits chopped. And then go the other way, and this way, and that way. And I think you get the idea at this point. I'll finish this up so it's nice and fine. Before we get everything mixed together, we do need to make our panade. And this is our 20 saltine crackers and half cup of milk, or 1 gill of milk. That was something I came across in these old recipes. 1 gill is a half a cup, or 4 ounces. And this is a technique that's been around forever, but it kind of got lost in the mid 20th century. And was just, people just put in the breadcrumbs instead of just making this little panade here. Let me add a little bit more of this milk. And we're just making a paste that's going to mix up with the ground beef. And it's going to keep that ground beef nice and tender. And I'll just let that sit for a little while, and we'll mix it all together. So that is our panade. Now I'm going to mix everything together here, and I'll add it to the beef. So here's our mint, our green onion, oregano, dried oregano, garlic, lemon zest. Let's get all that in there. Cumin, coriander, salt and pepper. Okay, let me get this all mixed together. Then we'll be adding it to the beef. Now we'll add our flavor mixture here. Boy, that smells good already. That mint is a great aroma, has a great aroma. I'm just going to mix this up with my hands until everything is nicely mixed, and then we'll start making the meatballs. I think you get the idea on this, so I'll be back very shortly. If you watch the spaghetti and meatballs episode, one of the things I talked about is that when you're making meatballs, is that whatever you want to put in there really depends on you, what your regional flavors are or preferences are. And that's again with the Greek meatballs, having the cumin, the lemon, the coriander, and of course the mint make it a delicious flavor. Hey, this is about the size of a golf ball. I think sometimes they make them a little bit bigger, but I'm going to make a whole bunch of these now, and I'll be back when I've got them all done. Okay, I've got them made, so let's get them all laid out here. Success! Now into the oven. Let's see how they look in about 20 minutes. Okay, they're out of the oven. Looking good and smell even better. Well, these smell delicious. So let's give it a taste and see. Just right. That balance of cumin is just the right amount, and also just the right amount of mint. And it does make a difference using that fresh mint. When I made this before, I used dried mint, and I couldn't really taste it. But this time, I can definitely taste it. Well, that was wonderful. Opa, as the Greeks say. Well, this was a delicious recipe, and I think that you would enjoy making this. Totally different taste than from making Italian meatballs or Swedish meatballs, any of those. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like it and subscribe if you'd like to. And if you subscribe, I don't get any information about you or anything like that. All I see is the number going up for subscriptions. So if you're worried that somebody's getting your information, it just doesn't happen. At least I don't get it. So I hope that you'll consider subscribing as well. And I hope that you enjoyed the Greek meatballs from the Iron Spoon Kitchen.